In today's brief video, I want to take some time and talk about one of the biggest opportunities that you have when you first quit smoking weed. This is something that I often talk to our clients about, and it's something that I personally am a walking testimonial for after I quit smoking weed. If you're new to the channel, my name's Dr. Frank. I'm the founder of AddictionMindset recovery coaching programs, which are dedicated to helping people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content. I want to start by just painting a picture for you guys because this is going to make a lot more sense if I can do that. When I smoked weed, what would typically happen is I would work your average work hours Monday through Friday. Let's say, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 9 to 5. And typically after getting out of work, I was a single male at the time in his late 20s. I would get takeout food. I would come home. I'd eat my food, and then I would get immediately to smoking weed. Now, I'd smoke weed and I'd watch something on the news, I'd watch Netflix, maybe I'd watch some sports, and then shortly after that, I'd probably finish off my night with some adult media content. And this was pretty much my routine Monday through Friday. Saturday, I'd go out drinking with my buddies in hopes of meeting a girl, and then Sunday, I would just repeat my Monday through Friday routine. When I quit smoking weed, I had two major problems on my hands. Problem number one was, what am I going to do with all this time? Now I'm coming home after work. I'm looking to reward myself. I'm looking to satisfy myself for a hard day's work, and weed's no longer there. So I would either be bored out of my mind when I first quit, or I'd feel like I was going insane, like I was losing my mind, because now what do I do? And this is really where this YouTube channel developed. And this is where you, if you're watching this, have a legitimate opportunity to pursue your hobby or your side hustle as a passion or a career. And I promise this is not going to be some guru video. This is going to be me telling you about how this process took place for me and hopefully give you some ideas how it can occur for you. So now here I am, I would come home and I'm not smoking weed. So now what am I going to do? And throughout this boredom, I had the idea that, Frank, I would really love to help other people quit one day. But how am I going to do that? How am I going to help other people quit? No one knows who I am. No one knows anything about me. I started to YouTube how to post on TikTok. And that was where this company began, on TikTok. And it was super easy to do. So I started to look up, I started to make short videos talking about quitting smoking weed and quitting nicotine. And these videos had some traction. I said, oh, wait a minute. I got something here. People are interested in what I have to say. And I said, okay, we got to make this legitimate. So now here I am. I'm coming home, and after work, I'm making TikTok videos instead of getting high. But now I said, wait a minute. I got to get licensed in this stuff. So I signed up for some in-person classes here in Rochester, New York, to become an addiction recovery coach, a New York State licensed addiction recovery coach. So now, instead of taking my weekends and getting high or wasting time, I'm traveling to Rochester to get licensed. So now I'm enrolled in furthering my education. You see where this is going? It started with an idea. That idea led to making social media content. That led to people taking an interest in me. And then I wanted to legitimize or solidify my idea. So I became a licensed addiction recovery coach. And as I learned in that field, it wasn't just one or two classes. There's endless information out there in continuing education credits that I'm able to take. So now I got a platform. And now I'm YouTubing how to start a YouTube channel. How do I film a YouTube video on my phone? What's a cheap microphone for under $100? So now instead of coming home and getting high, I'm learning about this thing that I have a passion for. I'm learning about what I didn't know at the time was going to become a side hustle and then eventually a career path for me. And in learning, I decided to start reading. So when I would come home, instead of watching TV or, doing nothing, I would read. And I started reading books about social media. So the first one I picked up, Gary Vaynerchuk, Crushing It on Social Media. And that's how really my TikTok and my YouTube channel was born. So business books, business-oriented books. And then I said, well, wait a minute. I got to get better at talking if people are going to listen to me. So then I started to get books like this, Talk Like Ted. And then I got another one, TED Talks. And this is 2 books out of hundreds of books that I've purchased at this point. And now I'm really starting to develop in my side hustle, in my business. I'm learning new skills, right? So now instead of using this time and providing myself no new opportunity, no new anything in smoking weed, right? It was truly the definition of wasted opportunity. I'm developing my skill sets. I'm honing in on them. And, look, I'm a guy that's coming off of nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, so my mental health was in the gutter. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start reading books on my mental health. This one, awesome book, The Way of the Navy SEAL. You can find this in the video description below. And I'm reading books like Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, and books about how to deal with depression and how to deal with anxiety. And not only am I helping myself, but I'm learning knowledge that I can now pass on to you guys on my Addiction Mindset community channel. So I'm further developing myself not only personally, but also as a professional who speaks to other people and helps them with these things. And then I said, okay, now I'm getting good at this stuff and I need more money if I'm going to pursue this as a career, because you need money to grow any business. So I started to read books like this, The Bogglehead's Guide to Investing. And I started to take my money more seriously. And instead of investing my money in drugs, I started reinvesting it back into myself, back into this business, Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching. And along the way, I'll just throw this out there. I always continue reading books like this, How to Quit Vaping, Quitting Vaping, because it gives me a constant stream of ideas to provide you guys with the cliff notes for. This is incredible. Right now, not only am I helping myself in my business life and my mental health, but I'm developing as a business person. And now things are starting to go good, right? We have something. Now it's not just coming home and filming YouTube videos and editing YouTube videos, but it's balancing that with reading books and actually doing one-on-one coaching calls with people that people pay our offices for. So here I went from smoking weed at night to having an idea about starting something, a YouTube channel to help other people quit these drugs. Then I had to get better at making videos. Then I had to get better at talking. Then I had to get better at coaching to make sure that whatever people were paying me was truly worth their time, which is worth every cent if you've ever been thinking about it or considering it. And now it's become a full-blown career. You mix that in with I'm cooking a lot for myself, for me and my wife, because lately I'm on a huge health kick. So now I'm coming home from work and I'm rewarding myself with healthy food, spending time with someone that I love, cooking with them for an hour. Then I'm rushing to get a YouTube video done. So then I can pick up my phone at 8 p.m. EST and start my one-on-one or group coaching calls. And now before I know it, I'm trying to find more time in my night versus sitting there stoned for a period of 6-7 hours, watching the news, watching adult media content, and quite literally just sinking deeper and deeper into a very, very depressing, addiction run place mentally. And I'm really happy to say I'm an example of what can happen. And I've had countless examples of that on this channel with other people once they've quit. And I think this is an amazing opportunity for you guys to become obsessed with a side hustle or a hobby and try and turn that passion into a career. And guys, look, I was working like 3, 4, 5 jobs at times just to get by enough to make this happen. So I'm not someone who's saying, oh my God, quit your job, quit school, go pursue your side hustle. Not at all. I was working like an animal. And that's another important thing. Work. If you're struggling to quit smoking weed and you're not working to your full potential, and if your full potential is 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, and I know work addiction can be unhealthy. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about working to your full potential. Start doing that, because you're going to start feeling a lot better about yourself. But if you're sitting home 3 days a week and only working 2 days a week, and you're capable of more, you're not going to feel good about yourself because you're not living up to your own expectations or your own values. And if you're in a job that you do hate, and there is something that you want to do or you love doing, cram that into that time. Don't think, oh, I got to quit my job or I got to do this. Cram it all in once you first quit smoking weed, because I promise if you're doing it right, you're going to be bored. You're going to have extra time on your hands. And this is where you use that time to grow and develop. And who knows, 4 years later, that development might turn into a full career for you. So if you guys want to talk to me one-on-one about this, click the video description or check the pinned comment to book a session with our offices. I'll see you guys there.